All right, guys, good evening. Trust you all are doing fine. Welcome to teaching day 2, or rather day 4 of our free Forex trading class, okay? So yesterday, which happened to be teaching day 1, or day 3 rather, we spoke about market structure, okay? Specifically, basic market structure, okay? That was what we dealt with yesterday, okay? Dealt with it to the core. So today we're going to be looking at something greater, going deeper into it, okay? We're going to be looking at advanced market structure. So there's going to be looking at liquidity too, okay? So we're going to be looking at liquidity and advanced market structure today, okay? That's what we're going to be doing today. That's what we're going to be doing today. I'm giving you guys the key and the teachings to how be able to catch trades, okay? Be able to catch trades, okay? So yesterday I thought about an uptrend. I taught you guys what an uptrend was. This is it, okay? This is what an uptrend looks like. This is what an uptrend looks like, okay? This is what an uptrend looks like. This is what an uptrend looks like. So let's move on. Today we have liquidity on the list. Okay, we have liquidity on the list. Great. So before we move deep into liquidity and also advanced market structure, what is liquidity? That should be the question of the day. What is liquidity? And I'll give you just a simple word, okay? Just a simple word defining liquidity, okay? Just a simple word defining liquidity. You could call liquidity trap, okay? Trap, just a trap market sets, okay? Liquidity can be called trap. As simple as that, okay? As simple as that. Liquidity can be called trap. Great. So we're going to build on it, okay? We're going to build on it. Now, liquidity is one of the top confluences you'll be looking out to see in your trading setup before you take your trade, okay? Remember I said we're going to be looking at those confluences one by one, your liquidity, your point of interest, and everything. I'll bring you or set you up to get a perfect trade idea, okay? Perfect trade analysis. Liquidity is one of those confluences, okay? Liquidity is one of those things you need to look at, okay? So we're going to be taking that liquidity today. So we have many types of liquidity, okay? We have inducement, we have ranging liquidity or range liquidity. We have equal highs, we have equal lows, okay? We also have trend line liquidity. That's one of the most popular and strongest liquidity we have, okay? Take note of that, strongest. We have trend line liquidity, okay? We have equal highs, equal lows. We have range liquidity. We have long wick and all that, but we're going to be looking at just a couple of them, okay? Just a couple of them. We're going to be looking at trend line liquidity, equal highs and lows, range and inducement. Now, starting with inducement, okay? Starting with inducement. The inducement is the first valid pullback the market makes after a break of structure. As simple as that, the first valid pullback. Now, remember I said we're going to be trading like this, okay? Good. And you wait for markets to come back to this zone. Great. So let's redraw. Let's draw that again. Okay. You wait for markets to come back to this zone. The market will go up, keep giving you break of structures, and finally return back to come to this zone and buy up. Great. And your point of interest or your order block would be located here. As simple as this. This was what I said. Now, this point here, this place here, okay? This first valid pullback, sorry. So this pullback. When I say pullback, price came back in, okay? After your break of structure. Okay, this break of structure, remember you left your POI. This pullback has to be the first valid one. Okay, good. And this pullback here can be labeled out like this. Okay, this zone and lowest point there is your inducement. Okay, it is a form of liquidity. Okay, now what happens here? Why is it an area of liquidity? Why is it an area of trap? Why is it a trap? Why is it a place where market? Why is it a place where market are set for you to take your money? Okay, market would do something very, very funny here by giving you a very, very clean trade idea. Okay, give you a very, very clean trade. You might see something that looks a very, very good order block, everything looking neat and all that, but it is not your real order block. Price will only come to here, touch it and react, but will not go more, will not go up more. Okay, what will price do? Price will just invalidate it. So people that bought here, price will sweep them all out and return back to the original POI. Okay, so you see why I said that liquidity is a trap. Okay, so your inducement is a trap. Okay, so price will sweep out their money belonging to the impatient traders, and bring it to your POI to reimburse it back into the market. Okay, when you buy, you have enough liquidity riding up. Okay, so that is how it works, as simple as that. Okay, that is for inducement. So once again, inducement is the first valid pullback a market will make after a break of structure. As simple as that. Okay, as simple as that. Now let's look at range liquidity. Let's look at range liquidity. Okay, let's look at range liquidity. So you're going to see how range liquidity looks like and what it is about. Okay, very, very, very simple thing. Okay, once you learn liquidity, master the concept of liquidity, you're going to be invincible in this market. Now, say you have something like this, and look at what happens. Market now comes back. When it makes this pullback, starts doing something like this. Okay, start ranging. Remember, I taught you guys consolidating markets. Our market does something like this. Remember, I taught you guys consolidating market yesterday. Okay, so price starts consolidating, rendering what we call your supports here, your resistance, your supports below and your resistance above. Sorry. So price does something like this, ranges like this. So according to the name, okay, ranging liquidity. So this is also a form of liquidity, okay, to trap people, pick out their money. Okay, those that buy, price will sweep them out. Selling price will still sweep them out and bring them back to the original POI here. Okay, and now reimburse the money to the patient people. Okay, so that is range liquidity. Now let's move to another liquidity called equal highs and equal lows. Now for equal highs, this is the way it works. Okay, price does something like this. When it pulls back, just this is equal highs. Now I'm drawing. Okay, this is equal highs I'm drawing. I'm still going to modify it. So if you understand how the name works, you would understand how the drawing, how it looks like. Okay. So I expect you to draw these patterns in your notes, as simple as that. Now, can you see that the highs of this zone, okay, ranges within the same point, okay, but the lows, see the way the lows are going ahead, but the highs are straight, okay. So this is ranging liquid. I'm sorry, this is equal highs, okay. This is called equal highs, okay. Is equal highs. And for equal lows now, the lows of that liquidity, okay, lowest point of those liquidity are going to be ranging within the same points, okay? You're going to be having something like this. Simple as that. You can see the low point now. So this is equal lows, okay? That's the kind of liquidity. Okay, this is very, very important, okay? This is rare. This is rare, especially this ranging type. Lately, it is rare in the market. It was most common in the market within January, February. I saw more of it in the market. Okay, this particular type. But lately, you see more of this inducements on. Okay, lately you see more of this and these types. Okay, so practice them. Practice them. You need to know all of them, how they look like. Okay, it's very, very important. And now trend line liquidity. Trend line liquidity is the strongest liquidity, okay? It overrides every other kind of liquidity. It is very, very strong, okay? It's very, very strong. Now let's draw trend line liquidity. Let me show you how it looks. You have a trading idea. This is it. You want to buy. And you now see price coming back, okay? The price is coming back to your zone. Price starts doing something like this. I'll explain this very, very soon. Okay, you see price start doing something like this. I'll review this and goes up. Good. Let's work with this. Let's work with this. Not really the best of my drawings, but let's work with this. Okay. Now you have a buy set of doing price starts giving you a trend. Okay, this is a downtrend. Good. That's where the name trend comes from. And now you see it's all reacting off from a line. All the highs, most of the times, most of them reacts from a line. None breaks out of it with maybe a full body. Okay, even if they break, they return in very, very narrow something. Okay, look at it. Price will do something like this. And what happens when price finally breaks on it? We come back to tap on sometimes, most of the times, that line or an other block that is situated here and continue moving up. Okay, so this liquidity is very, very, very powerful. Okay, the target now on this kind of liquidity will be this highest point here. Okay, once price has taken out this highest point, enjoy it well. Price takes out this point, highest point, that is the target. Okay, so when you are buying and you see this kind of liquidity coming down like this, you know that this buy is going to be a very, very good one. Okay, because price must take out this high. So price will always do what price will always aim, sorry, at taking out this liquidity, this highest point here. Okay, so trend line liquidity is the strongest liquidity. Okay, it overrides every other thing. Okay, it overrides every other thing. As simple as that. Okay. Now let's move on to advanced market structure. Before we move on, are you guys clear with liquidity? If you're clear, let me know. If you're clear, tell me yes. So I know you're clear with liquidity. Are you guys clear with liquidity? Use the comment section. Tell me yes, no. Okay, I need to know. Are you guys clear with liquidity? Great, 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 great. Getting the yes. So now let's move on. Let's move on to something very, very, very crucial in your trading journey. Okay, this is something I often trade. Okay, it's called advanced market structure. Okay, yesterday we talked on basic market structure. Market structure. Advanced market structure. Okay, what is advanced market structure all about? Okay, what is it applies? It's advanced. Okay, it's not the regular basic market structure where market does higher highs, higher lows, and all that. No, no, no. This is going beyond to see what is really happening inside all these higher highs, higher lows. What is really happening? Okay, the main market structure. It's not every time you get to see markets moving in this pattern. No, 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 no. Sometimes you see the market will form something. Okay, you don't really get to see it moving in this pattern. So knowing everything that is happening here, okay, that's what we're going to be doing now. Okay, now there are three patterns of advanced market structure. Okay, we do call it type A, type B, type C. Okay, three patterns and how they look. Three patterns and how they look. Before we even move on, there's one more form of liquidity. I think I forgot to show you guys. Apologies for that. I need to show you guys, very, very important. Remember, your trades look like this. Now, there's a form of liquidity that needs to be guiding your point of interest, okay? Let me draw something relatable. There's a form of liquidity that needs to be guiding your point of interest, okay? Remember, this is your POI labeled out here. Now, for this is ranging liquidity now. There's a form of liquidity that needs to be guiding this your POI. It is called sweep of liquidity, okay? And not just trading this pattern. Now they would have something like this. So what happens here? Price sweeps out liquidity, okay? Price sweeps out liquidity. See false buying movements, okay? False buying movements. People rushing in to buy from the market and price sweep them out. Why? That is not the main zone. That is not a zone set to buy. So that is sweep of liquidity. So before your order block here, there must be a sweep of liquidity, okay? There must be a sweep of liquidity, okay? Just take it as you have your house here, you have a filling station here, and you have your office here. Before you go to your office, you need fuel in your car. You have to take your car to that filling station, then buy your fuel and drive past your house. Okay, you sweep past it. That point where you're passing your house, telling your house, oh, buy. That is what? Sweep of liquidity. Okay, sweep of liquidity. Okay, and then price will now move up. Okay, price moves up. Price moves up and return back later on. Maybe you're going on a lunch break or whatever, you would still do what? Return back to your or to your office. Okay, as simple as that. Simple as that. Okay. So you need to be adding sweep of liquidity. Now let's move to advanced market structure proper. So let's move to advanced market structure proper. Okay. Advanced market structure, as the name implies, is a more advanced way to trade. Okay. Involves combination of both your basic market structure, your forms of liquidity, and points of interest. Okay, there's still more things to it, but I'm going to be keeping it simple and well knowledgeable. Okay, well packed for you guys. Okay, now you have your advanced market structure patterns. I'm going to be drawing out the patterns for you guys. Okay, so you have type A. This is how your type A looks like. This is how your type A looks like. I'll come back to type. I'll come back to all these things to address them. You have your type B. This is how your type B looks like. And you have your type C. This is how your type C looks like. I'm sorry. Sorry about that. Once I get the perfect drawings for you guys, I don't want to make any mistake. I don't want to make any mistakes. You guys, okay? Oh, great. This will do. Now for your type A, you have your order block, okay? Which are defined as the last opposite candle before that impulsive push, okay? Another block is also a place where institutions set orders, okay? Institutions set their orders, smart money, okay? You guys know what smart money are. Now, one thing in common with all this is that in the advanced market structure, one, they all have their sweep of liquidity. So when picking it, you need to see your sweep of liquidity. You now need to see your what break of structure. Look at the first break of structure. You have break of structure here. Now, sorry about that. I don't know. My network tripped off. Link is there. I don't know how you want to download Zoom and expect to enter the class. It's not possible. I forgot to turn my net off. Sorry about that. Let's proceed. Let's proceed. One. Okay. Can you hear me? Type one. Type one. If you can hear me, type one. Let me know. Okay, great. Let's move on. Now you do have the type B. Okay. You have the type B. Everything taken from your order block. Okay. Now you have your sweep again here. You have your first break of structure, but what is the difference? This break of structure is inside. Okay. Then you have a bigger break of structure. Okay. So before the first, this bigger one, there's an inner one. That is what makes it a type B. You can go on to see more break of, another one more break of structure, but this inner one makes it a type B. And then you have your type C. Okay. You just have one break of structure. But what happens here? Okay. Price does something. Okay. Price gives you a form of liquidity here. Remember, this pullback is liquidity. Okay, this is called engineered liquidity. Okay, I didn't teach on it, didn't mention it, but this is called engineered liquidity. Okay, type C, price needs to engineer liquidity. Okay, price needs to create its own liquidity. Okay, when the setup is very, very valid, price needs to create its own liquidity. So you have a break of structure here, and this one coming down here. Okay, the only thing is that this, in some cases, can be a chalk, okay, a change of character, but still at that, it is an engineered liquidity, okay. So this is how the type A, type B, and type C advanced market structure patterns look like, okay. So these are what I even trade till date, okay. This is what I trade. I see me racketeering up trades. There are more things I trade, more confluences, but this is a very, very crucial one, okay? You need to know this form of trading, okay, called advanced market structure. You have your type A. So you have your type A, you have your type B, and you have your type C, okay? As simple as that, okay? As simple as that. So what makes them valid? You have your sweep of liquidity, your break of structures, okay? You have your inducements and your good and valid POI, okay? Tomorrow we're going to be treating POIs, okay? Points of interest, okay? We're going to be treating points of interest. We're going to be treating points of interest, specifically the order block, okay? I'm going to be dealing more on the order block, telling you how to still lose the trade. So I'm going to be teaching you how to get a very, very valid order block, okay? One that would enable you perform, or what is it called? Take a trade very, very well, okay? Enable you partake in a successful trade, okay? You need to get all these whole confluences right, putting them all together, starting from A, B, C, D, going like that. Okay, you need to get everything right to reduce your risk of losing money in the market. Okay, if you don't get the little things right, you can't get the bigger ones right. Okay, so you need to start getting the little things right bit by bit. Okay. So that is it for the advanced market structure patterns. All you need to do is to just know those patterns. I'm still going to drop a picture of those patterns on the group, okay? Still going to drop a picture of those patterns on the group. As simple as that. I'll be dropping a picture of those patterns on the group. Dropping a picture of those patterns. Is there anyone who has a question? If you do not have a question, let me know by saying no question, okay? No question. These are part of the things that are still done in my main classes. Okay, are still in my main classes. If you don't have a question, okay, I'm getting the no question, no question means you guys are clear. Okay, very, very, very simple concept, but crucial. Okay, just with this trading, this thing, just with this little trading knowledge, this beginner level knowledge, okay, is enough for you to scale in the market. You just decide to focus on just these things, okay? I tell you, by the end of the class, even you would be shocked at what you can do, okay? What you can do with just this little knowledge, how much you can maximize off the market, how much you can take off the market, okay? It's very, very little knowledge, but very, very heavy, very, very crucial, okay? So that's it for day 2. Day 3, we're going to be looking at POIs, okay? Points of interest. I'm going to be teaching you how to get a very, very valid order block, okay? What makes another block valid, how you should be picking another block, and some types of order blocks, okay? I'm going to be dropping it tomorrow, okay? So the recorded session of this class, should in case you want to watch it again, will be dropped on YouTube, okay? The video will undergo editing and be dropped on YouTube much later. So do well to subscribe to my YouTube. The link is on the group there. Do well to subscribe to my YouTube channel, okay? Do well to subscribe to my YouTube channel. And for those also watching the video and haven't completed their sign up with my broker, you need to complete the sign up, okay? MH Market is actually the best broker in the whole of Asia and also the Middle East. When I say the Middle East, I mean Dubai and okay, and the country within, okay? Countries within, sorry. So do well to complete your sign up process, okay, with them. Do well to complete your sign up process. Link is on my Telegram channel, okay? So that is day 4 of the class, okay? That is day 4 of the class. I'm going to be seeing you on day 5. I'm going to be seeing you on day 5. So good night, everyone. Stay glued to my YouTube channel. I'm going to be dropping this video soon, okay, for a quick recap.